Why are there so many immigrants in the NHS? In 1945, Britain emerged from the Second World War economically devastated. Clement Attlee's new appointed Labour government made a commitment that would reshape the country. Universal healthcare. Free at point of use, for every citizen, regardless of income. His Minister of Health, Aneurin Bevan, a former Welsh coal miner, launched the NHS on the 5th of July 1948. This was the first system of its kind in the Western world. Today, over 17% of all NHS staff, that's roughly 264,000 individuals, were trained abroad. Among nurses specifically, that figure rises to roughly 27%. In 2022, nearly half of all secondary care nurses had received their primary qualification outside of the UK. The most common non-UK nationality of NHS doctors is Indians at 7.3%, followed by Pakistanis at 3.3%, then Egyptians at 2.7%, and finally Nigerians at 2%. Among nurses, between 80 and 90% of all non-EU nurse registries are either Indian, Filipino, or Nigerian. It's important to acknowledge that the public opinion on this matter is divided. While 75% of the British public acknowledge that the NHS is reliant on migrant workers, 70% simultaneously believe that immigrants provide unnecessary stress on the NHS as patients. However, data indicates that those arriving are in their 20s and 30s. They're actively employed and contributing to the tax base that actually funds the NHS. Despite this large amount of non-UK doctors and nurses, Britain has no shortage of people who want to become them. In 2021, 28,000 people applied to study medicine at UK universities. However, there was only 9,500 places. In 2024, an astonishing 10,940 people applied for GP training alone. In addition to this, only 32% of NH workers believe that their pay is satisfactory. Burnout and work-related stress are very common occurrences. This means the NHS struggles to retain the domestic workers it does train. The National Health Service was constructed, in significant by, those from elsewhere, and it continues to function because of them.